Hello everybody and welcome back to Traversing Food, where today we're going to be checking out a ration from the Czech Republic. It's been quite a while since I've tried one of these out. I believe it's been about 2.5 years. But this is a 24-hour individual meal ready to eat, or IMRE. Not much to say about this ration. There's no nutritional data on the front. Got your weights on there. Got a Best By date of March 23rd, 2022, and it's menu 5. If you're wondering, I put this on a scale. Comes in at about 1,332 grams, or about 2.93 pounds. But anyway, let's get this thing opened up. Check it out. No tear notch in it anywhere. Get a knife out and cut that baby open. See what we got inside. Got the translator ready, so I know I'm not going to be able to read everything on here. Set this aside and see what we got. First up, got a pack. I got some napkins in there. We'll open this up in a minute. I believe there's some more stuff in the middle. First up, got two 35-gram packs of graham crisp bread. Did hit it with the translator. It's got rice, wheat, and rye flour. Sounds a little interesting. We've got two 25-gram chocolate bars. We've got a tangerine flavored effervescent drink powder. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. Interesting. Got 2 packs of instant coffee. Got 2 packets of black tea. We've got 8 5-gram packs of sugar. Not going to worry about running out of sugar. We've got a 20-gram container of strawberry jam, raspberry jam, and cherry jam. 2 packets of salt. We've got 2 grape-flavored multivitamins. Not sure what flavor, but we got 2 pieces of chewing gum, and it says it's got a liquid center. Interesting. And for some of our main items, we've got 75 grams of a poultry pate. Translator doesn't want to do very well with this container, but I've got 120 grams. I believe this is a pork luncheon meat. I believe it might be like Spam. I've got a 180-gram container of beef in its own juice. And last but not least, we've got a 400-gram container of what says Old Czech goulash. I believe it's going to be pork and beef, or just pork. I'll check the ingredients in a little bit. But that is everything out of the box. And we still have our plastic bag with our napkins in there, which we have. Looks like there's 3 napkins and 3 moist towelettes. And I'm sure you can see that on there for English. Refreshing moist napkin on your hands and skin with a scent of ice river. That sounds interesting. But that is everything. In a way, for a 24-hour ration, I wish there was maybe, a pack of peanuts or a protein bar or 2. Just a little bit of extra for side items. Because this would really be great for a 12-hour ration. But it seems just a little bit lacking for a 24-hour ration. But anyway, I'm going to get my tray and figure out what I'm going to have for breakfast. Okay, here's what I'm going to have for breakfast. And like I said, I wish there was an extra side or 2 or an extra couple of snacks. Be a little easier to portion everything out. But for breakfast, going to have our beef in its natural juices, our crisp bread, Got a strawberry and cherry jam. Gonna have her coffee and a sugar. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. But I am going to get our beef in some hot water, get it warmed up, and check out our coffee real quick. Looks like a standard freeze-dried coffee. Smells okay. Go put a packet of sugar in there though. Give that a little bit of a mix. Smells nice. And we'll check out. Doesn't really say it's an antibacterial wipe. I was guessing it's just a moist towelette. And yeah, it is pretty moist. Let me do this over the sink real quick. There we go. I don't think it's going to drip everywhere now. It was pretty wet. Doesn't really smell like anything. Does have some kind of scent to it. Smells nice. Dries quick. It smells like something. I know what did it say on there? Ice River or something like that. It smells nice. I do like it. We'll get our crisp bread ready. This is graham crisp bread. I've had crisp bread before. Yeah, I know it's pretty dry. Some of them are pretty flavorful. And we'll open up our strawberry jam. Or at least attempt to. Oh, come on. And our cherry jam. And they've separated a little bit. There's a little bit more, I can say, liquid on top. I don't know if you can see that or not. Kind of typical for a lot of jams like that. Let's check out our crisp bread. And yeah, I know it says graham crisp bread. You might think, it's going to taste like graham crackers. It don't. And like I said, it's a crisp bread, so it's really dry. It does have good flavor, though. It has a nice wheat flavor. But yes, it is dry. Get some strawberry jam on here. Yeah, strawberry tastes pretty good. And the strawberry tastes okay. It's not the most natural tasting strawberry flavor I've had. It's good and sweet. Has your standard strawberry flavor to it. And I believe this was the raspberry. Nope, that's the cherry. My mistake. And the cherry doesn't taste too bad. Kind of like your strawberry, I wouldn't say it's artificial, but I do wish it had more of a natural flavor to it. The cherry jam, it's sweet. It doesn't have that much of a tartness to it like you expect, like a sour cherry jam that comes in the German rations. It has a decent cherry flavor. It's okay. We'll check out our coffee. The coffee's okay. It's your standard instant coffee. I'm glad it put a packet of sugar in there. It's not bitter. It's not sweet. It's got a little bit of a balance to it. It's not too bad. I just wish there was just more to this ration for being a 24-hour ration. I still can't see why you got 8 packets of sugar, you know? But you'll be using up all this jam and crisp bread, that's for sure. Okay, we have our beef in natural juices. It's still pretty darn hot. See if we can get this open without burning myself. Yeah, like I said, I did heat it up. You can see how much grease is in there. That's okay. Like they say, fat is flavor. And I'm going to break this down. It smells really good. I know it might not look too appetizing, because the beef is a little spongy. I'm going to get a taste on how it is on its own. And yeah, it's pretty fatty. Has a decent beef flavor to it. I'm going to get one of our crisp breads. I'm just going to dunk it right in there. And just eat on this beef. It just seems like chopped beef that's been processed and stuck into a can and heated up. And it tastes okay. Yeah, that doesn't taste too bad at all. Our crisp bread, it's soaked up quite a bit of the beef fat. Yeah, you get that crisp bread in there and soak up some of that beef fat. It has a really good taste to it. You know, it has kind of a, it's a little bit overly processed, but it does have a good flavor to it. But that's going to do it for breakfast. Hope you're enjoying everything so far, and I'll see you at lunch. Okay, everybody, here we are for lunch. And yeah, that's it. We've got our goulash, got some crisp bread, chocolate bar, a raspberry jam, and we have our tangerine drink. And this is why I was saying I wish there was a few more snacks, because I wouldn't mind a bag of trail mix or peanuts or raisins or something. But anyway, get this in some hot water, get it warmed up. And translator, I don't know, on the front it says Old Czech Goulash. And on the side here it says Old Bohemian Goulash. So I don't know which one's correct. But anyway, get this in some hot water, get it started. And we'll get our drink ready. Just calls for 0.3 liters of water, 300 milliliters. I'll just probably put in about 250. Don't really smell like anything. You'd think it'd have a strong, it's tangerine flavored. You'd think it'd have a nice orange smell to it, but really don't smell anything. Oh yeah, it's effervescent, so yeah. I'm sure you can hear it fizz. Well, that was interesting. It dissolved pretty quick too. Alright, I'm just going to get one of our crisp breads out. For our raspberry jam, save the rest of these for dinner. And hey, at least I remembered to turn the microphone on this time. Can't believe I'd done that. And our chocolate bar. See how it is, and it looks like it's in great condition. No bloom at all. Nice dark chocolate. We'll check out our jam first. Yeah, I thought about that for a little bit. I think that was the only time I've ever forgot to turn on my microphone. And it's not too bad. It's got seeds in there. It's got a little bit of tartness to it. Not very sweet at all. You can probably hear my can rattling in the background. Yeah, it goes with the crisp bread pretty well. You know, it's a little bit dry. Still got good flavor. Check out our tangerine drink. And that is kind of strange. You know, it's effervescent, so it's got that tingling sensation. It smells a little bit like tangerine. It doesn't taste like tangerine at all. I mean, it might have a slight flavor to it, but it's very weak. It's not very sweet at all. It's okay, I guess. But, you know, wait for our main item to heat up. I'll be right back. Okay, here's our goulash all warmed up. Instead of beef, it does say it's a pork goulash, but it says it's 50% pork, so it ought to be pretty heavy on meat. Come on. There we go. It's 400 grams. I don't know if it's all going to give this a little bit of a stir. I don't know if it's all going to fit in this tray, but just in case, we'll put the rest over here. Because since there's no sides to this, you know you're going to eat this whole 400 grams. It smells pretty darn good. Chunks of pork in there, pretty big. Doesn't seem like there's any vegetables. Has a little bit of a tomato smell to it. I can smell cumin. You know, it smells like your standard goulash. I'm going to check out the sauce or gravy first. And that has a pretty decent flavor to it. It's very rich. Check out a piece of pork. And the pork tastes pretty good. I'm going to break a piece open. Just to pretty much show it's actually a piece of pork. Come on. It's not processed. Has a decent flavor to it too. I do wish it came with some vegetables though. Or maybe some rice or noodles. Just to, you know, round it out. It has a good flavor though. It's not too peppery. It's seasoned well. It's not overly salty. I do like it. Check out our chocolate. And the chocolate's really good. It's about, I don't know, probably 60% cocoa. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly bitter. It's just the way I like it. Kind of like a combination of both. But anyway, that's going to do it for lunch. Like I said, I wish there was more sides or snacks to it. Like I said, maybe a bag of trail mix or peanuts or raisins. You know, something. I'm glad the main's 400 grams because you're going to eat it all. And I'm definitely going to finish everything here. The drink, it's okay. It's something I drink, but it's probably not something I'd buy. But anyway, that's going to do it for lunch, and I'll see you at dinner. Okay, here we are for dinner. We have our poultry pate, and I believe this was the pork luncheon meat. I think it's going to be kind of like Spam. Got the rest of our crisp bread, our other chocolate bar, our gum, and going to have our tea with packed sugar. But anyway, let's get this tea started. Just a black tea, that's all it lists as. Alright, get out our crisp bread. A couple slices up there. Open up our poultry pate. The writing's so small, and since it's in a circle, it's couldn't really decipher what poultry it was. Maybe it's probably chicken, could be turkey. And our pork item, which it might be a pork pate. We'll give our poultry pate a taste first. It's nice and creamy. That's pretty good. The flavor is a little bit mild, but then again, it's poultry. It's not heavy on the irony liver flavor, which usually is what detracts people from pates. It's pretty good. Yeah, this looks like a pork pate. I thought it was going to be luncheon meat. I should have swapped this out for breakfast for the beef item. So I thought this was a luncheon meat. That way we wouldn't have two pates for dinner. But it's still good. It has a good classic Brunswiger flavor to it. It is a little bit, I don't know, it has a little bit of a bitterness to it. But it still has great flavor. Put some on our crisp bread. Yeah, these help out the crisp bread pretty well. Don't make it so dry. But I like pate. I know some people don't. They're pretty good. Yeah, both pates are really nice. Both are nice and creamy. They're not overly heavy on the liver flavor. Really good. I had a chocolate bar at lunchtime, so I'll probably save that for some other time. And our tea is pretty much ready. It's been about 5 minutes. And check it out without the sugar. It's pretty good. It's not bitter. I'm going to pass on the sugar. Sometimes when I've had a tea that I'm not familiar with, not sure if it's going to be bitter or not, so I always grab a pack of sugar. It don't need it. It's got decent flavor. And let's check out our gum. See if I can get this open. There we go. Yeah, gum is pretty decent. It's got a really strong peppermint flavor, a little bit sweet, but it seems like the flavor probably lasts a good 15 minutes, which is pretty good for gum that comes with a ration. It does start getting a little bit rubbery after about 5 minutes, but I've had worse gum. That gum's pretty darn good. But anyway, that's going to do it for this review. Overall, I know this is a civilian ration. I think it's a little bit lacking. They could definitely use a few more, I guess, snacks or side items to be a true 24-hour ration. You know, like I said, it is a civilian version. It's not a BDP. The pates are nice. The goulash, the pork goulash, it just seemed like it was just gravy and pork. And it tasted good, but like I said, it just seemed a little lacking. The tangerine drink, flavor was kind of weak. Overall, I've had worse, but I can say I've had better. But I hope you enjoyed the review of this Czech Republic individual meal ready to eat, menu number 5. And if you did, hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.